Lesson: Transparency Reporting in AI. Transparency reporting in AI is an essential component of AI governance and ethics, providing stakeholders with the necessary insights to understand, evaluate, and trust AI systems. As AI technologies increasingly permeate various sectors, the demand for transparency has surged, primarily due to concerns surrounding privacy, bias, accountability, and decision-making processes. To address these concerns effectively, professionals must leverage actionable insights, practical tools, and frameworks that enable them to implement transparency in AI systems robustly. One of the fundamental aspects of AI transparency is the development and dissemination of transparency reports. These reports serve as detailed disclosures of AI model characteristics, decision-making processes, data sources, and potential biases. A practical framework for creating transparency reports is the Explainable AI model. XAI focuses on making AI's decision-making processes understandable to human users. By employing XAI techniques, organizations can produce transparency reports that articulate how specific decisions are made, the data used, the model's logic, and the confidence levels of the outputs. This not only aids in building trust, but also allows for the identification and rectification of biases or errors in AI systems. To implement transparency effectively, professionals can adopt actionable tools such as LIME and SHAP. These tools provide interpretability by explaining individual predictions of machine learning models. LIME, for instance, works by perturbing the input data and observing the changes in predictions, thus highlighting which features are most influential for a given prediction. SHAP, on the other hand, assigns each feature an importance value for a particular prediction, using concepts from cooperative game theory. By integrating these tools into AI systems, practitioners can generate transparency reports that offer a granular view of model behavior, enhancing both accountability and trust. Transparency reporting also extends to the data used in AI systems. Data provenance and lineage are critical elements that must be documented and communicated clearly. Professionals can employ the ProvDM framework, which is a W3C standard for representing provenance information. This framework allows for the creation of comprehensive records of data origins, transformations, and workflows, facilitating transparency in how data is collected, processed, and utilized in AI models. By maintaining detailed data provenance, organizations can ensure that transparency reports include accurate and traceable data usage narratives, thereby addressing concerns related to data bias and privacy. A case study that exemplifies the importance and implementation of transparency reporting is the AI system used by Compass in the U.S. criminal justice system. Compass, an AI tool used for predicting recidivism risk, faced scrutiny due to allegations of racial bias. Investigations revealed that the system disproportionately assigned higher risk scores to African American defendants compared to Caucasian defendants. This case underscores the necessity of transparency reporting in AI systems. By employing transparency frameworks and tools, such as LIME and SHAPE, organizations can produce reports that would allow stakeholders to scrutinize the decision-making processes, assess biases, and ensure fairness and accountability. Furthermore, enhancing transparency in AI systems requires a cultural shift towards openness and stakeholder engagement. Organizations must establish protocols for regular transparency audits and stakeholder consultations, ensuring that transparency reports are not just technical documents, but also accessible communications tools. Engaging stakeholders in the transparency process allows for diverse perspectives, which can highlight potential blind spots and areas for improvement. The participatory approach to transparency not only builds trust, but also fosters a collaborative environment where AI systems are continuously refined and aligned with ethical standards. Organizations can utilize frameworks such as the AI Ethics Impact Assessment to structure their stakeholder engagement and transparency efforts. This framework encourages organizations to assess the ethical implications of their AI systems across various dimensions, including transparency, privacy, and fairness. By systematically evaluating these aspects and involving stakeholders throughout the process, organizations can produce comprehensive transparency reports that address ethical concerns and demonstrate accountability. To further solidify the practical application of transparency reporting, professionals should consider the integration of transparency as a core component of AI system design and development. This involves the adoption of transparency by design principles, where transparency considerations are embedded throughout the AI lifecycle, from inception through deployment and monitoring. By prioritizing transparency from the outset, organizations can preemptively address potential ethical issues and ensure that transparency reports are seamlessly generated as part of the AI system's operation. The financial services industry offers a pertinent example of transparency by design. Financial institutions are increasingly deploying AI systems for credit scoring, fraud detection, and investment recommendations. Given the high stakes and regulatory scrutiny in this sector, transparency is paramount. By integrating transparency tools and frameworks such as XAI and data provenance models into their AI systems, financial institutions can produce transparency reports that satisfy regulatory requirements while also enhancing customer trust. These reports can elucidate how credit decisions are made, the data sources involved, and the measures taken to ensure fairness and mitigate bias. In conclusion, transparency reporting in AI is a multifaceted endeavor that necessitates a combination of actionable insights, practical tools, and structured frameworks. By leveraging techniques such as Explainable AI, LIME, SHAP, and data provenance models, professionals can produce transparency reports that are both informative and accessible to stakeholders. The incorporation of transparency by design principles and stakeholder engagement further strengthens the credibility and accountability of AI systems. As AI continues to evolve and permeate various domains, transparency reporting will remain a cornerstone of ethical AI governance, empowering organizations to build trust and uphold ethical standards in their AI endeavors.